What up, what up, what up, what up? What up? You already know what it is. It's the What Up Though podcast, man. Shout out to everybody that follow and subscribe, man. Like I tell you, this channel gonna be talking about real life situations, you know what I'm saying? People that do know me know that I live open, and I had got I was asking people, what should I talk about and things like that, and what they would want to hear, and a lot of the questions came up, man, from females too. Most of the females, like, hello, do you ever think you'll stop living open, and what was the worst situation that ever happened living open? I would want to say this, man, to each his own. What you do is your business, you understand? Whatever you do is your business. But me living open, man, that's like a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, you know what I mean? Is the lifestyle something that I created? It was something that I seen growing up, you know what I mean? I didn't understand what it was to see my grandfather have a wife and a mistress, like somebody that was on the side, and my grandma was cool with it, you know what I'm saying? And grandpa took care of the household. He was good, man. My grandfather was a man, man. He took care of his wife, took care of his mistress, he took care of his grandkids, his kids. I mean, my grandfather was it. You know what I mean? He was it. But at the age of 5, 6, 7, growing up and seeing this, and didn't completely have an understanding of what was happening. Like, yo, listen, my grandfather got another lady on the side. Once I started to get the understanding, and my grandma was cool with it. Like, it was no arguing, no fussing, no fighting, none of that. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So, saying that at a young age, man, and then moving into my teenage years, my uncle, you know what I mean, just had multiple women. Never was married. He actually passed. That he wasn't married, but he had multiple women, man. Getting a lot of money, had a lot of women. I don't know if they was cool with each other, but I never saw nobody fighting. You know what I'm saying? I seen different women, and I think the women actually knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? So being around this your whole life, damn near till you goddamn 19, 20. You begin to follow things that was in front of you or before you, you know what I'm saying? So I got into that thing, you know what I mean? And as far as having girlfriends, it was a point where I did experience having girlfriends, and it was just me and her and things of that sort. And as time went on, I started dibbling and dabbling with other women. But I was lying a lot. I was just lying about it, but I couldn't figure out, why I can't just be with one woman and be that, you understand? So I think I was following something that I witnessed from a young age, so living open. And I tell people this all the time, living open is not something that you just say, I'm living open. Situations can occur, or situations can happen, and it can be the situation that birthed living open, and that was my situation. It was what I seen growing up, you know what I mean? Even to the day, man, I see that everybody cheat, man. Everybody cheats. I mean, everybody's cheating today. Nobody's saving their relationship. Nobody's doing much. And I get it. So my thing is, I say, yo, fuck it, man. Living open, gonna be standing on my truth. So my living open became me just standing on my truth, man. I tell women for what it is. I don't have to hide that type of lifestyle. I wouldn't want to anyway, because I'm a fair believer, man. What you do in the dark gonna come to the light. And if you want somebody to give me what I give you, so I'm gonna be honest about my lifestyle. You know what I mean? Even living open, man, there's things that I got addicted to, like threesomes, man. Like that became a life. That became a thing to me, man. Wanting to see my women get fucked by other men, and them enjoying themselves. Because I think sex is a big part of a relationship. It don't have to be the whole relationship, but you want both parties to be satisfied, you know what I mean? So I always said, if I can dibble and dabble, the woman should be able to do it, but we have to just do what? Be honest about it. I mean, we got to be honest about the lifestyle, because, again, I lost my wife to a threesome. And when I tell people this all the time, they're like, yo, what you mean you lost your wife to a threesome? Yeah, I lost my wife to a threesome. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, man, when I brought it to my boy, like, yo, boy, listen, man, you want to do a threesome, man? Me, you, and my wife. He was looking like, what? Yo, you bugging, boy. Like, you're bugging. Like, what's up with you, Lo? I said, nah, man, that thing, man. I like to see my woman get fucked by other men. Nah, this, that, and the third. And he was like, yo, Lo, you bugging, boy. Like, that's not even a thing. Like, you wilding out. So he went off like he wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? So I brought it to my wife and said, you know, like, babe, what's up, man? Let's do a threesome, this, that, and the third. She's like, what you mean? I said, this time instead of a girl, let's use a dude, man, so you can get pleasure. Like, that can be your thing, this, that, and the third. And she's like, are you serious? She went back and forth. We went back and forth for about a week. And then one day she came in and said, you sure you want to do that? I said, yeah. She said, so who the person? So I gave her the name. And she was like, all right, if you this what you want, all right, let's do it. So I went back to him like, yo, boy, what's up, man? What we doing? My wife with it. I said, Lo, man, that's what you want, man. Let's do it. I mean, your wife is bad. Ooh. Sure enough, we did the threesome. Now, in the threesome, you know, I see my wife was enjoying herself. She was having a good time. She was being pleased, you know what I'm saying? On both parties. But I did notice, like, my man was going in. Like, he was going in. Like, he was fucking her like he wanted her to fall in love. Like he was he was going in. He was putting her legs all the way behind her head and just slamming harder. I mean, he was going crazy, right? So I'm saying, okay, yo, my wife is very attractive, so he just, he excited. He going in, right? But I also noticed my wife, her eyes kept going in the back of her head. She kept, like, grabbing him, trying to, like, easy, like, damn. At the end, though, I noticed when, at the end, like, just before he was coming, she said, come at me. Like, come at me. I'm like, whoa, did she say that? At first, I thought I didn't hear her. I'm like, maybe I'm bugging. But then I realized, oh, shit, that's what she said. And he came in her, right? Now, when this happened, we having a threesome. It is rules to certain things, man. I wouldn't have expected him to come at my wife. But she actually asked him for that, you know what I mean? So that was something new to me. So I'm like, oh, shit, did that just happen in front of me? Anyway, fast forward the thing, man. After that, man, my wife used to get into, like, petty arguments, man. You know what I mean? And I know let me go back before that. Like, I noticed that day, right? After the threesome was over, I was like, yo, did you enjoy yourself? She was like, yeah, had a good time. I really did. We might have to do this more often. I said, yeah, we can definitely do that. She said, but I would want it to be with just him. I said, oh, you want to try, other guys, this and that? She was like, nah, I wanted to be with just him. So I said, oh, okay, so you really enjoyed him. She was like, yeah, he good. So later that night, I was excited. I was like, yo, come on, man, let's go do us. She was like, babe, my shit is sore, right? So I'm like, oh, what damn? Your shit sore? What you mean? What the fuck you mean? Like, she's like, yeah, my shit's sore. Like, he really beat my pussy up. So, again, this is all like, what? Like, bitch, you telling me no? So, she got with it. She was like, yo, fuck it, let's go. But I noticed how she was so uncomfortable. I'm like, what's up? Like, you all right? She was like, no, I told you, I'm sore. Like, I'm really sore. So I'm like, but you jumping, like, if it's, like, really hurting you. I know my shit ain't crazy like that, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, maybe I need to go get checked because I'm really sore. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go get checked, you know what I mean? Sure enough, got to the hospital and he must have pushed something too far. Word, but it got bruised. Whatever, it's kind of crazy to explain it because I don't quite understand what happened either. But yeah, she was abused. Like she got like abused, not abused. Like she got. It wasn't a bruise. It was something got pushed too far. I don't know, man. This shit wasn't even making sense to me at that time. But yeah, the doctor told her she got she can't have sex for about a month. So I'm like, wow. I was a little thrown off. Like, what? That's crazy. So I go back to my boy that evening. I'm like, yo, whatever you did, boy, my wife is fucked up. She had to go get herself checked and this, that, and the third. So he laughed like, yo, word? Get the fuck out of here. this, and the third. So we left it alone. I say about a day or two, my other friend called me like, yo, Lo, let me just put you in some real game, Lo. I'll fuck with you, man. I know you live open and all that shit. That shit weird, though, but maybe you should consider what you're doing, man. That is your wife. You know, you got her fucking, dudes, a dude that's in our circle, and clearly he can't keep his mouth shut because he ran to me and said, yo, I fucked little wife. I fucked her up. I fucked her walls up. I tore that pussy up. That bitch about to be mine. That's what he told another friend of ours. And I'm like, word? That's what he said. Like, yeah. And sure enough, to speed it up, man, me and my wife started bickering a lot after that. And she really got with old boy. She got with him. And she was a woman about it, though. I respect it. She was like, yo, baby, this is something you wanted, the threesome. I do love you, but I'm not in love with you. And all these things. I'm like, what? Bitches, what's happening? So to make a long story short, she was like, yo, I want to be with such and such. I said, all right, cool. So for the people that say, could a threesome go wrong? That was one of the stories where a threesome went wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the dude that we did the threesome with, my wife ended up being with him. They together to this day. You understand? So it could go wrong. I mean, anything is possible. Anything can happen. Did that ruin my lifestyle of living open? Fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that can happen. So I tell anybody, if you're not mentally prepared for things like this, don't jump out the window, man. Because it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? This thing is, you got to be mentally prepared. And like one of the things with me, I'm not a jealous dude. I'm not a jealous dude. You know what I mean? I get what it is. I prepare myself. Anything I do in my life, I prepare myself for it. You know what I mean? So I tell people all the time, you got to be careful what you choose, man. Make sure you're mentally prepared to do whatever it is you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't recommend threesomes to everybody. I think that if you got a marriage and you happy and she happy, y'all leave that right there. You know what I'm saying? When you start entering in the bedroom, things can go wrong. Things can definitely go wrong. Today, do I still like to see my women I deal with get fucked by other men? Absolutely. Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Because I say this all the time. I tell people, if I jump out there and do something, I want the woman to have the same perks because it ain't just about me. But the only difference is we got to be honest to each other. We got to be honest. We got to be like, yo, look, let's go entertain this, that together. You know what I mean? Now, if the other person don't want to, you have all rights to get in and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Just protect yourself, and don't bring back nothing. That's one of the rules, man. That's the only rule that I have. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring back anything. Again, sometimes things happen. Now, did I ever have another situation? Yeah, I had so many different situations, man. But one of the things I will say, having threesomes, a lot can go wrong. I gave y'all an ill scenario of my personal life. My man winds up taking my wife from me. He fucked her, and she enjoyed herself, man, and she wanted more. But she was honest about it. She didn't lie a bit. She didn't lie about anything. I respect it to this day. And we cool, you know what I'm saying? We real cool to this day, But I tell you, anybody, if you live in this lifestyle of living open, you got to be mentally prepared and strong for this type of shit. It ain't just it's not, it's a lot with it. It's a lot with it. So if you're not with this lifestyle, don't entertain it. Please, you guys, you will fuck up a marriage, a friendship, a relationship. You can fuck up a lot of things, man. Okay, let me say this. My wife, right? This is going to sound crazy, right? But my wife, right? She told me this. And I had to really think about what she said. She said, I was never into no threesomes. I would have never dared to do so. I was satisfied with you and you only. But you entertained something that I wasn't even prepared for mentally. And I didn't know that feeling that I was receiving. I didn't even know how to take that because I never felt that way before because he way bigger than you. And I never dealt with a guy that big. So for him to be fucking me the way he did, I caught feelings. I'm like, wow, but you don't even know nothing about him. But yeah, but I actually caught feelings in the midst of us fucking. So she said, you know, at the end of the day, I'm saying to myself now, damn, what'd I do? So the only thing I felt that I could do is be honest with you. And I respect the shit out of that. I respect the shit out of that. So you already know what it is, man. I'm just going to give y'all some rundowns of the What Up Though podcast, man. Y'all go subscribe. Y'all going to get these type of stories. I'm going to have some ill guests up there, man, up here. We're going to do so many different things. I'm just throwing this a little introduction in the crib right now. But it's about to get spooky. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Y'all going to have a good time. I promise you. I'm off this. Fat boy, what up, dog?